Want to go drinking? Want to party? Want to laugh? You want to be a bunch of clowns and achieve very little? Because when times are going well, when everything is perfect, that's when you enjoy the hedonistic side of life. You don't grow as a person. Often you don't achieve so much.
Alright, what's good guys? Welcome to today's video, and today's video is gonna be about entries. I see a lot of you guys face difficulties with entries, so I'm gonna try my best to make this issue as simple as possible. With that being said, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys for the support, for the love, for the sharing, the likes, the following and everything, bro. I just want to say thank you, and I promise to always deliver and help you guys in whatever way I can, and as I'm about to do now. But first, I want you guys to put this in mind. Trading is gonna be as simple as you put it, right? If it's complicated, you are the one making it complicated. So try and clear your mind and make trading as simple as possible. With that being said, let's go on the charts right now. Let's do an entry breakdown from the higher time frame to the lower time frame. See you guys. Alright, what's good guys? Welcome to today's video, and today's video is gonna be about entries. And with that being said, the reason why you guys can see I've marked out this level on a 4-hour time frame is literally because price is fighting between this zone. Like, price is not trying to break above or below either of these zones, so that's why I've just placed this entire zone as a no trade zone. So I'm gonna take a trade once price breaks above or below. So right now I'm not into any trades, but that's not what we're here for, right? First, let me clear my chart so you guys we could get started. First off, I'm gonna do a breakdown of a trade that I took last week, and I'm just gonna share with you guys how I got in the trade and how everything played out, right? So right now, we all know that price broke above this level, boom, on a 4-hour time frame last week, right? This is our indication. This was our indication we had on a 4-hour time frame, right? So once I see my indication, keep this in mind. You are using the 4-hour time frame to know the direction of the market. That is the trend the market is on, right? So the higher time frame, which is the 4-hour, is for you to know what direction price is gonna go to. The reason why y'all get so mixed up when it comes to entries is literally because when price is correcting, you guys still remain on this 4-hour time frame. When price is correcting, you're supposed to scale down to like the 15-minute time frame or the 30-minute time frame to kind of see what is actually happening. Okay, to see what is happening in the current market, right? So boom, as you guys can see, this was our indication, right? This is the 15-minute time frame. This was our indication from here all the way to here. Boom, this was our indication, right? And the correction phase, as you guys already know, when price is correcting, if it's bullish, the correction is going to be like this: lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and so on and so forth, right? So how do you know that the correction is over? You're simply waiting for this lower time frame structure to shift from creating this lower lows and lower highs to breaking to something like this. Once it creates a lower low, it comes, creates a lower high, fails to create a lower low, and then breaks above this lower high. These are the first signs that price is trying to go for the continuation, right? Because if price was not trying to go back up, it wasn't supposed to break structure. Remember, price will not break structure unless it is trying to reverse. Just put this in the back of your head, okay? So when price is correcting, you're going to be seeing something like this: lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. The moment you see price stop creating these structures and starts creating higher highs and higher lows, you got to start getting ready to go for the continuation, right? So boom, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Boom, boom, boom. Right? So as you guys can see, this was our indication zone. Once price gave us this indication, what did it do? It gave us a lower high. Boom. You can see price starts to correct. Another lower high. Boom. Right? Lower highs. Boom. And then another lower high. Boom. Make sure you mark out your levels. I keep saying this. Mark out your levels so you don't get mixed up. Okay? So as you can see, price got to this level, created this zone. As you can see, sellers were at this zone fighting. Right? Sellers were at this zone fighting. So you got to put them in the back of your head that price should not break above this zone when it is, correcting. If price breaks above this zone, what is it telling you? It is telling you that it is trying to continue. It is trying to go back the second time for the continuation, right? You can see price created this strong level, sold, and the moment it sold, it got here. It created this lower low. Boom. What did I say? Price has to keep creating lower lows and lower highs no matter what. The moment you see price break structure, you gotta start getting ready to take price for the continuation, right? So as you can see, price created this lower low. What did it do? It broke above this lower high. Boom. Signs that it is trying to do what? Trying to go back up. And what did it do again? It created a higher low and then came back above this level. Like I said, the first week, this trade, I actually took this trade twice because the first time that I entered around this zone, and my stop loss was pretty tight because I was looking at structure on the 15. I was looking at this as a lower, a lower high, a higher low, sorry, but price came back and tapped me out, right? Price came back and tapped me out. And as price came back and tapped me out here, what did it do? It respected this level. It respected this level, giving me another higher low here. This was Friday, right? This was Friday. And as you guys see from the breakdown on my Instagram, I got in around this point about 5 minutes to market close. I got in here because I had seen that price was rejecting here. Why was price rejecting here? Price was rejecting here because of the buyers that were sitting here. It created another higher low. As you can see, from this higher low, market open, what did we see? We saw this huge gap to the upside, and what? Price eventually tried to come back all the way to the indication level, right? So boom, this was my trade. I got in from here. Around here, my stop loss was underneath here because I wanted to hold for the whole weekend, and I ended up getting out around this zone. This was where I got out. Here, and I'm gonna tell you guys what made me to get out of my trade. The reason I got out of my trade was because market open, I knew that it was Asian session and there wasn't enough volume, right? So I was just looking at price to see if price is going to keep creating what? Higher highs and higher lows, or is going to switch to start creating lower lows and lower highs. As you guys can see, price came all the way to this level, created a high. What did it do next? It created a lower high. In the back of my mind, I know that there's not enough volume for price to come back all the way to this indication level, right? So all I'm looking for is signs. Price will always tell you what is it trying to do before it does it, right? The moment price created this high, it created a lower high, and I was like, let me see what price does next. And what did price do next? It created another lower high. So the moment I seen this lower high, I knew that price was not trying to go any higher. So I got out from here, and the trade was from here boom, stop loss underneath this higher low, boom, and I got out here. This was like a 1 to 6, 1 to 7 risk to reward trade, and this was how I got in the trade, right? And talking about entries, like I said, you're just waiting for the lower time frame to stop creating this bearish structure, which is lower lows and lower highs, and to start creating structures like this, higher highs and higher lows. This is all you're waiting for. This is all you're waiting for. As you guys can see, price was selling from here, created this zone, came all the way here, met a strong level of buyers. What did the buyers do? Broke above this level where you don't want to see price break above. Boom, bullish signs. Price is telling you that it's trying to go for the continuation. Came back down, created what? A higher low, higher high, another higher high, boom, another higher low, boom. What else? Price got up all the way to here. So this was how my first trade played out, and my entry was as simple as that. I didn't complicate price. I didn't wait for any form of liquidity sweep, whatever. I didn't do none of that. I kept it as simple as possible. I was on the correction phase, I was on the lower time frame, and I was marking out my levels, marking out my swing low, marking out my swing high, marking out my swing low, marking out my swing high. Right? I was just marking out my zones, And the moment I saw that price has changed from creating this lower lows and lower highs, then I said price was eventually trying to go back up. And as you can see, price did the exact same thing. So make this your notes. When price is correcting, all you're waiting for is for the 5-minute or 15-minute time frame to change structure from bearish to bullish. When price is correcting, all you're waiting for is for the 5-minute or 15-minute time frame to change structure from bearish to bullish. With that being said, once price changes structure from bearish to bullish, it is telling you that it is not trying to go any lower. It is telling you that it is done with a correction. It is telling you that buyers are getting in the market, right? So this is as simple as entry gets. You don't have to get mixed up or anything. Just keep it as simple as possible. All you're waiting for is for the lower time frame to change structure from bearish to bullish, for you to know that price is done with the correction and price is gonna go on a continuation. All right, let's go back to the 4-hour. Boom. And with that being said, what I have for current price on the 4-hour time frame, like I said, I want to clear out everything. So if you guys want to take notes, you could just go back, scroll back, and do the diagrams. Make your notes. Please make notes. It's gonna help you a lot. Make your notes. And yeah, I'm gonna clear out everything. Boom. And this right now is what I have for current price on gold. Okay, so if we go to the daily time frame, boom, on this daily time frame, what do we see? We can see that buyers and sellers are literally fighting in the market. Buyers are sitting here, sellers are sitting here, right? The buyers don't want price to break underneath this level. The sellers don't want price to break above this level. So this is literally, for me, a no trade zone, because if you guys can see today, let's go to the 4-hour. If you can see today, price had this volume. Price pushed up from here, all the way to here, what is price doing? The sellers are reacting, pushing price back down. So overall, this zone, I'm not in any trade because I know that buyers price doesn't have a clear direction of where it's trying to go to, right? That's why I'm not in any trades for current time. All I'm waiting for is to see where price is eventually trying to go to. If price is going to break above and create higher highs and higher lows, or if it's going to break below and create lower lows and lower highs. So with that being said, this is all. You guys don't need a whole page full of notes or a whole 1 hour full of breakdown. Just keep this as simple as possible. Just keep this as simple as possible. You're waiting the higher time frame, you use it to know where price is going, what trend it is. Boom. Let's say this is the 4-hour time frame and you're finna get in a trade. This is your swing high, this is your swing low. Boom. All you're waiting for is to see where price is trying to go to, if price is finna break underneath or above. Once you've got a direction, which is an indication, all you're doing is marking it out. All you're doing is marking it out. Boom. This is my indication from here to here. This is my indication. Boom. First step complete. Second step is the correction. And the reason you guys get so confused, time frames are just to guide you. The higher time frame, when you're in a higher time frame, it takes longer to, to eventually play out. But the 5-minute, 15-minute time frame, it doesn't take as long as the higher time frame. So the 4-hour time frame is just for you to get your direction, which is your indication. During the correction phase, all you're doing is scaling down from this 4-hour time frame to a 5-minute or 15-minute time frame. And the 5-minute or 15-minute time frame is gonna look like this. This is how the 5-minute or 15-minute time frame is gonna look like. It's gonna look like this. It's gonna look like this. It's gonna look like this. This is what you don't want to see. You want price to switch from this to this. When price creates a lower high, creates a higher low, breaks above this lower high, creates another higher low, and then starts building back up. Right? So during the correction phase, this is what price is gonna look like on the 15-minute time frame. All you're waiting for is for price to stop creating this and start building what? Higher highs and higher lows. From here, breaks, you're getting ready. Higher high, higher low. Back above this zone, you can enter from here. You can literally place your stop loss underneath this level. Keep it as simple as possible. This is as simple as entry gets. It doesn't get any simpler than this. Just keep it as simple as this, and it is gonna help you a lot. Trust me, it's gonna help you a lot when you keep trading simple. So yeah, if you guys want to do a sketch, go ahead and do a sketch. Mark out your levels. This is your swing low, level of buyers. This is your swing high, level of sellers. It's your swing high, level of sellers. And this is your indication. This is your indication. This is the correction. This is the correction. This is the correction. and then this is the continuation. As simple as this. As simple as this. This is as simple as it gets. As simple as it gets. Right? This is your continuation. This is as simple as ICC gets. It doesn't get any simpler than this. If ICC is stressing you out, you are literally the one stressing yourself out. Trading is as simple as you make it. This is the correction phase. Let me write it down. Correction phase. Right? I'm sorry if I spelled that wrong, but this is the correction phase. Once price is done with this correction phase, you're gonna start seeing price create higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, right? Yeah, so with that being said, this is as simple as it gets. You don't have to get mixed up. You don't have to, trade with all types of stuff. You don't have to trade with all types of, complicated stuff. This is as simple as ICC gets. So make sure you take down notes. Take down your notes. If you're gonna sketch this drawing, sketch it out, because I'm gonna clear out everything. So boom. With that being said, that is all about entries. You gotta keep it as simple as that. So make sure you come back, watch these videos, rewatch these videos as many times as possible until it sinks in. And if you still are getting any difficulties, reach out to me, comment your comment what you're facing, and I'm gonna try my best to assist you guys. I love you guys. If it's your first time, I'm the Henry Trades, and please make sure to subscribe, like, and share. Peace and love.